Welcome to the Unstoppable Real Estate Agents Podcast. I'm your host and real estate productivity expert, Kim Hughes. Join me as we focus on real strategies and implement real solutions designed for you to achieve major success in your business and life while getting you organized. Hi everyone, this is Kim, and today we are going to talk about how you can implement an expired listing system into your business and make it successful. Because the whole key to having any type of system is to make sure you know exactly what takes place step by step. And if you do that, then you will be successful with an expired listing. So what happens is a lot of times an agent will send out a postcard or a letter or maybe even a phone call if they can get the number to an expired listing, and then they don't follow through. So what we're going to talk about today is following through so that you can get the listing and nurture that relationship so that they become a referring client for you. So an expired listing is basically another tool that you can implement into your business. It's another revenue of income, if you want to look at it that way, because while you're out, looking for listings to list new property, a huge market could go after expired listings and have that as a passive income. So let's talk about how you would reach the property owners whose homes did not sell during, the initial listing period. Now, these homeowners may be a little discouraged when you first reach out to them. That's understandable because they didn't sell their home with their previous agent for whatever that reason is. And that is something that you really need to hone in on. You need to understand, what did that agent do for that homeowner, and what did the homeowner do in the process of having their home on the market, and then why did it not sell? Okay, so there's three things that you really need to pay attention to. You need to look at the market stats for that time period. Maybe homes were just not selling in that price range, or maybe there was too much competition. Maybe they did not want to update the home. It could be that the agent listed the property and then they never heard from them again. The agent do a good job in marketing the property. There's so many reasons. So what I want to do is have you find out, when you are able to get in touch with that expired listing, talk to them about why their property did not sell. Okay. And then you might even do a little homework on who was the agent. If you don't already know them, who was the agent that listed that property? And see if you can pick up on anything that they might have done that doesn't sound, the same, because everybody has a story. Everybody's story is my version, your version, and then there lies the truth. So make sure you are doing your research as well as talking to the homeowner. And when you show that compassion and that you're interested in understanding that gives you more what we call ammunition to go in and show that homeowner what you have to deliver and what you're going to do to market that property. And then you need to follow through with whatever you're telling them, and then engage with them during the listing process. Because nowadays people, homeowners, they understand that their home is not going to sell overnight. It's unusual right now, but it still happens. So keep that in mind. But if you're in a market, you're going to have to do some open houses. You're going to have to get really creative with your marketing. You're going to have to really stand out to that homeowner and to your market. So there's some things that we're going to talk about today that hopefully will help you. Now, if you're already that agent that has gone after expireds and that just didn't work for you, then what I want you to do is to sit down and write out everything that you do to get in touch with that homeowner. So did you send a postcard? Did you send a letter? Were you able to make a phone call? Were you able to find them on social media and send them a private message asking, can we talk, type of thing. Everybody is going to have their own language. So what you need to focus on is, what did you do when you were able to pick up an expired listing, or why did that listing expire that you had listed? So there's a lot of things that I want you to look at, because it's not just looking at what you've done, but what could you have done to do better. So when we talk about, you, the agent, going after an expired listing, make sure you have a strategy. Just don't pull stuff out of the sky, because then that's not going to work. Everything in your business needs to be organized, systemized, and it needs to have a flow to it. So, if that's not working, then we tweak it. And we just constantly tweak what we know is working and what you're seeing as a return of investment. Not just in money, but in your time, in your effort, and your marketing. So when you think of an expired listing, I look at this to be, it's another opportunity. It's a great opportunity for agents, because most agents will not go after expireds, just for the reasons I've explained, whatever that reason was. Now, if that is a difficult seller, then you need to understand what that seller was expecting and make sure you can deliver it. But if you feel that is not worth your, basically your time and your energy, because they're going to be a hard person to get along with, then you need to pass on them and let somebody else have them, because you only want to work with people you enjoy working with and that enjoy and appreciate what you bring to the table, and to develop a relationship going forward. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on with this. So what I want you to think about is, what does your expired market look like right now? What I would like to see you do is go back about a year and see what properties are interesting to you, what expired properties are interesting to you that you want to work with. So keep in mind that these are leads, basically. So what you need to do is have a way to generate a lead campaign or an email sequence or a mailing sequence that's going to gravitate them to take action. So everything you send them should have a call of action to it. Sign up for my market analysis, go to my website, pick up my sellers, how to sell your home, how to stage your home. What can you offer the expired to get them to your website, to get them to download a free resource, and then by doing that, you're capturing their information. First name, last name, email address, property address. Okay. So think of what can you offer that is a call of action that is going to prompt the expired seller to reach out to you. Okay. You can't just send a postcard saying, hey, if you want to sell your home, call me, I'll give you a free market analysis. No, it has to have real call of action, immediate call of action. So make sure you look at something that you already have or that you need to create to put it on your website, so that when they go to the website, they fill out the form, they get the download. Now you've got their information. You can always call and follow up and say, hey, Jay, did you get the free resource that you downloaded? I just want to make sure that you got it. Is there any questions? What can I do for you? And that will start a conversation with them. So you're not being pushy. You're interested in what's going on. So don't even mention, let me list your home. Can I come and interview? Can I come and look at your home? Have that conversation at that time. So that will get them to open up and say, hey, maybe you could be the listing agent for me. Then you can say, let's schedule a time for me to come over. Let me take a look at your home. We'll get some questions answered, and let's see if this is a good fit for us. Okay. So it's not being pushy, but you're also asking them to make a commitment. So then what we want to do is, always know your market. Know everything about the market, that price of home, that size of home, that neighborhood, etc. That is going to give you more power walking into that appointment, or even just talking to them on the telephone. And I want you to have a competitive edge. I want you to, make sure that when I say competitive, that doesn't mean just walking into the home and being the best agent for that homeowner. That means being competitive by having good systems in place and have your business organized so that it runs as automatic and maybe not as automatic, but as you have someone helping you, whether it's a real estate virtual assistant or an on-site assistant, whatever that may be. But you need to really get your business in order so that you can focus on listing property. Okay. The experience with expireds is phenomenal. Especially with the way things are right now, you will pick up some expired listings. So why not go and do that? That is a lot easier than going out there and making 25 phone calls a day to people you don't know. They're not going to answer the phone. They're going to hang up on you. They are not interested, or anything. And I know it's all in the numbers. So I'm not saying stop doing that, because that is another source of lead generation. But expired listings could be another source of a lead generation. So look at it that way. And these are people that are ready to sell. It just, their home did not sell the first time. So now you're going to walk in and you're going to show them what you can do. You're going to get the listing. You're going to sell the property. But you have to be realistic. So when you go in there, they're going to be looking for that magic bullet. There's no magic bullet. And but what you can tell them is that you're going to give it your best, and then you're going to reach out to people and you're going to market this property so that it's seen, and you're going to show them what you do to list property. You're going to show them property that you've already sold so they can see what you have done for the marketing aspect, not for the time that it's on the market, but for the marketing aspect of it. And the better the marketing, the more buyers you're going to get. Okay. Now that could be another realtor bringing a buyer. It could be you bringing in the buyer. It could be somebody on your team or somebody etc. So keep that in mind. Who do you know, and how can you incorporate that into the presentation when you're talking to that expired listing or you're meeting with that expired listing? So there's some tips that we have given you. I'm going to go a little bit deeper now and talk about your system. So before you go after an expired, the first thing you need to do is think about, what does my idea expired homeowner look like? A lot of people call this your avatar. So if you've heard that term, what is your avatar? Is it a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 500,000 plus, in the Hickory Creek community? What is that? What is your idea client? And then, that's where you start looking. So you can go into the MLS and you can look for them on your own. Not hard to do. It's free. Well, you pay for it, but it's basically free. And then you can hire a company. There's a lot of programs out there that do this for you, and you can pay them to find you those expired listings. Or you could have your assistant or your real estate virtual assistant help you. This is what we do for our agents. Is some agents want to run their own system, and that is great. But then there's some that know that they are just not going to put the time and effort into it, and they know that they have to follow through in order for the system to work. You have to put your you have to put the time and effort into it. So the next thing that you've done, so you've created your avatar. Now what do you need to do? You need to create all your marketing materials. In my opinion, you need 8 to 10 postcards to send out every week. Every week they should get something from you. Some people will mix it up and put postcards and then 1 week a letter. And then once you get that system all created, then what I want you to do is create a spreadsheet, and that way you can keep track of who you're sending it to, the property address, the homeowner's name, and any other information that you can gather. So once you've done that, what you need to do is keep up with it. So what that means is every week you're going to sit down, you're going to look at your spreadsheet and then say, okay, Joe and Sue Smith, I've already sent them week 1. Okay, got them their postcard. Week 2, now I got to put that in the mail. Week 3. So you always are on track with your homes, because the more you find in expired listings that fit your ideal client, then you can get very organized and have everything already printed, ready to go. So this is a little bit of an effort. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you know what? If the more effort you put into it, the more successful it will be. We have created this system, and this system does work for us. It works for our agents. Our agents are seeing that we've had agents use them for several years. But, during the days of the house was sell before you could get it on the market during the pandemic and everything, we stopped the expired listing. So it's not going to be a system that you implement every day. It's got to work with the market, okay? So if you are in that market that is still selling, homes on the market within 24 hours, you know what? This may not be for you. But what I'm going to tell you is that even though it may not be for you right now, there will come a time that this system will be needed. So you should start thinking about how would you use this system in today's market. And then when the market does slow down in your area, you can implement this already because you're ready to go. You don't have to wait for everybody else. You're going to be the first one in the door. Now, if you're in a market that has slowed down a little bit, now is the time to get this going because you're leaving money on the table when you're not doing this. But again, you have to put the system together. So with that said, like I said earlier, we have created this system. We have honed in on all the little things that work, that don't work. We have offered this to agents, and what you're going to get is the training that goes with it. It is, I believe there's 7 videos that go with this. You're going to get all your marketing pieces. You're going to get your email templates. You're going to get your letters that you can mail out. You're going to get scripts to use so that you can schedule that appointment once you get them on the phone. You're going to get an introductory package. Now, this is the secret sauce of the success of the program because this is the first thing you send out. Now, once you have your system in place, then it's very easy for you to use it. Now, if we offer it 2 ways. You can buy the system and run it yourself. We give you everything that you need. We want our agents to be successful in every aspect of real estate. That's why we've done this. So you can take the system and use it the way you want to use it. We give you all the tools. Or you can have us help you run this program. So we would help you create it, we would help you implement it, and then we would help you manage it. Now, there's not anybody else out there doing this, so that's why I'm saying it's really important that when you see and know how an expired listing works, that this is a win-win situation. And what we do is we follow up with it and make sure everything is running smoothly, on time. It's very consistent. And the content is written, the postcards are designed, everything is done for you. So all you have to do is just plug and play it, or have us help you, whichever way you want to do it. So what I want to do is, and this is something I've never done before, but I truly believe that if every agent implemented an expired listing system into their business, it will give you a return of investment that you will not believe. We have testimonials from agents that have sold $2 million listing. They picked up $1 million listing. They've picked up $500,000 listing. They may have picked up 100, but these are listings that they would have never gotten unless they implemented this system. And this is proven. We can prove that we have the results. But the biggest key to this system is implementing it. It's not just purchasing it and letting it sit on your desktop. It is putting it to work. And so, once you've done that, then you'll understand what we're talking about. And we want to hear the results because this is what we base it on and what we tweak it on and make it better and better and better. So what I'm doing for y'all on this podcast is this program is on my website, kimhughes.com, or you can go to the ultimateexpiredlistingsystem.com. It is on my website under Real Estate Resources, the Ultimate Expired Listing System. This program sells for $397. Okay, so during this podcast for the next 3 days, I'm going to offer this to those that are truly interested in seeing success for $97. So for $97, you're going to get the video lessons that go with it. It's a step-by-step program video to get you from step 1 to step 10. Then we're going to give you the 10 postcards, the 10 email campaigns, the 10 letters. We're going to give you scripts, an introductory package. We're going to give you the worksheets, the Excel spreadsheet, so that you can keep up with what you're doing. And there's so much more that we're giving you, but because I know that we are in a market where, it slowed down a little bit. Now you have time to look at what your business needs to look like. Where do you want to tweak it to make it better? A lot of agents are looking at listing packages and how they can do better in their listing presentation. So when that happens, and been doing this for so long that I can tell you that this is the time to go after expired listings. So with all that said, if you are interested in purchasing the Ultimate Expired Listing System that we created, again, it's $97. And at the checkout, so when you click on Buy Now, you're going to go to an invoice page, and it's going to ask for a discount code. In that little box, you're going to put Ultimate 23. And when you do that, it'll say $397, but when you put in the Ultimate 23, you're going to see it adjust to the $97. So I hope you take advantage of this. This is something that I've never done, but I really want to help agents to think about how an expired listing system can be an additional income into their business. So if you have any questions, please give us a call, shoot us an email, make a comment below. As always, I'm going to ask you to hit that subscribe button, wherever you're listening, if you're on YouTube or any of our podcasts, we'd love to have you follow us so that you're the first to know when we come out with new podcasts every week. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, we're happy to talk to you about this or any other aspect of your business. And I hope that this has given you some ideas of how you need to start looking at expired listings, whether you have your own system or you need ours. Either way, just go after them. So I hope you're having a great day. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.